Jaron Ennis, what's good, Jaron?
What's up, man? How you?
I'm chilling, man. What you had going on today?
Just light little workout with my pops. We did the bodysuit with the bar and pads, sticks and stuff like that. Just like pre-camp, kind of like just warming up, getting ready for real camp and ready to turn up.
Now, do you have a date for the fight, or is it still in the air?
We still here in March, April, so we just waiting to stay sharp, just trying to better myself each and every day.
Now, you're arguably the top prospect in all of boxing. I guess now you would be a contender, being that you just fought for a belt. Do you feel like there's any added pressure on like outperforming yourself each fight?
Each fight, well, the goal is to just get better and better and outdo myself every time. So it ain't no pressure on myself. That's always my goal, and that's what I work hard for in the gym, just to better myself each and every time I fight, and I do it.
Now, you coming off of a no contest, which everybody saw you was about to get Van Heeren out of there, right? How frustrating is it for you to go through camp and to have a victory right there and it gets snatched away, basically?
I mean, it was frustrating, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. It happened. It's time to move on and go to bigger and better things. As everybody saw, he's ready to go. He was just looking for a way out. And his way out was headbutting me. And if y'all ain't peep, he headbutted me probably about like 20 seconds before that. And he was just trying to find a way out because he knew I was gonna get him out of there.
Did you learn anything from the fight?
Just stay calm, relax, and don't rush it. Just let it come. And the next fight y'all gonna see. Just every fight I just work on my mistakes or what I think I didn't do right, and I try to fix it.
Now, to be such a young fighter, you have a lot of fights, right? What do you attribute to staying active?
We're gonna try to stay active probably 3-4 times this year, I guess. Just stay busy.
Now, you staying at 147, or are you growing out of the weight?
No, I'm staying at 147. I feel like I'm just going into the weight, and I'm it's getting easier for me. Like as I keep fighting more and more, like I'm more disciplined, and I've always been disciplined, but I feel like I'm just more focused, and I'm ready to stay for them big names. So I guess when I get the big names, they make me even more focused, and then the weight come off easy, and I just be ready and prepared to just go to work.
Have we seen the best Jaron Ennis?
No. Y'all, like I always say, y'all only probably seen about 30% of me.
30%?
Yeah, I haven't had to go all the way to my full potential yet. So it's about 30%.
Now, this was supposed to be a step-up fight. Like, this was supposed to be the fight that was going to give you trouble, give you rounds. He was a southpaw, and we know you switch. But did it feel like a step-up fight?
I mean, not really, but at the end of the day, I mean, Chris Van Heeren, a great fighter, and I keep telling everybody, the better my opponent, the better and sharper I'm gonna be. So it may look easy because I work hard and I train hard, and I know what I'm capable of. So it just, like I always say, like I said, it just, you know.
All right, so people always talk about your speed, people always talk about your slickness, but what I feel like is underrated is your power, right? Why don't you think people talk about how hard you punch?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm hearing a lot now though. Everybody keeps saying that. They just think I'm only a puncher power fighter now. They think I just knock people out and that's it. So I don't know. They confusing me. So at the end of the day, like I said, I just go in there and make myself happy and do what I want to do and have my fun.
Now, do you set out wanting to stop the guy early, or do you actually want to go 12?
No, I mean I go in there to just put in work, and whatever the outcome is, that's the outcome. But you know, at the end of the night, everybody always want that knockout, and that's my goal. Is always to get a knockout, because that's what the crowd want, and that's what the fans like. So put on beautiful performances and get beautiful knockouts, and that's what I like to do.
I did an interview with a young fighter. I think he's out of your camp, Rasheem Jefferson, right?
Yeah.
And he said, you have the ability like no other. When you smell blood, when you get somebody hurt, you get them out of there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, is that something that you work on in camp, or that's just natural?
It's just natural. I always had that killer instinct, and I think I'm gonna always have it. it don't matter who it is. If I get anybody hurt, they getting out of there. Yeah, they not getting out that round or that fight. Period.
Now, you come from a boxing background. You're you're the third son.
Yeah, I'm the youngest. Yeah.
Okay, you're the baby. Now, how much did you learn from watching your two brothers, Pooh and Farad, go through their boxing career?
I learned a lot. It just and then they taught me a lot of things, and they just told me to stay focused and stay in the gym, and cause you never know when you'll get a fight. Just stay prepared. They give me a lot of knowledge and wisdom and stuff. So, it was always great just to be around these fights and see the atmosphere and all that stuff. And I was like, dang, when I get to a certain point, I want to be like this, and had the Philly fans coming out for me, and fighting on TV and stuff like that. So I love that stuff. And then once I got to Showtime and fighting on TV and stuff like that, it was like normal to me because I already been around it. Because my brothers put on Showtime, ESPN, and with the cameras and stuff all around, and everybody was like, how this normal to you? I was like, I don't know. I just been around it all my life. Like it just always been in it.
Now, your father was a fighter?
Yeah.
So word is you're a combination of all three?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think so. And that's all I watched when I was coming up. I watched my dad and both my brothers and Roy, Pernell, Floyd, and that's about it.
Who's your favorite fighter?
Everybody already know that's Roy Jones.
Yo, I do see a lot of Roy Jones in you. Yeah. So right now you're in top 10, top 15 of most sanctioned bodies.
I think I'm ranked in all the belts, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I'm like top 10 in all of them.
Who's your target? Is there a particular guy you like? Yo, I got my eye on him. I think it'll make a great fight.
I just want to be a world champion and unified and be undisputed world champion. I want all the belts. So it don't matter who it is.
Now, will you stay at 47 till you get all the belts, or after that, after you get a couple belts, you're gonna search for whatever big fights available?
Most definitely. I'm gonna try. Well, I ain't gonna try. I'm going to get all the belts at 147, and then I'm gonna move up, fight 54, and do the same thing at 54, then move up, go to 60, and do the same thing at 60. And I'm gonna keep going until I can't go no more.
Now, you're a switch hitter, right?
Yes.
Now, which side do you feel more comfortable at? Because I seen you fight like practically all southpaw one time.
Yeah.
But you're naturally orthodox, right?
No, I'm both.
Yeah?
Yeah, like later, like earlier in my career, I used to, however I feel, it don't matter what side it is, but earlier in my career, I used to just stay right-handed sometimes for a whole fight. And the next fight, I might just stay southpaw. It's just how I feel that day. Like, that's how I'm feeling. Like, and I don't know when I switch. I just go. It's just natural for me. Like,
Yo, that's crazy. So, is it like so? It's not a game plan thing. It's not like, okay, this will work best for this guy. It's just what's working at the moment.
It's how I feel, and what's working at the moment, how I feel, and 9 times out of 10, I just go off natural instinct. And if it work, it work.
Another fighter has that same ability, Terrence Crawford. Do you see similarities in you both?
No, our styles is two different styles.
Your next fight. I'm hearing possibly Sergey Lipinets. I'm hearing possibly Delorme. Do you have a preference in the two, or it's just whoever?
I don't care who it is. I just sign a contract, and make the fight happen. And I see y'all whenever the fight date is. It don't matter who it is.
Are you having trouble like getting fights or having opponents actually step up?
That's been since I turned pro. This ain't nothing new. Like everybody always asks me that. It ain't nothing new. It's just something I'm used to now. So I gotta go with whoever accept the fight.
Do you feel like a lot of your detractors don't understand the fact that a lot of guys pull out or a lot of guys say no? They just look at your resume and be like, oh, he hasn't gotten a chance to fight that guy yet.
I mean, they starting to see now, and they starting to hear about that it's not me. It's these other guys that don't want to fight. And at the end of the day, I'm just doing my job, and I'm fighting whoever they put in front of me.
From what I'm hearing, it's hard for you to get sparring.
Yeah, that too.
So you can't get sparring, you can't get fights.
Right.
So how do you properly prepare for the next level?
You just gotta be mentally and physically strong. And that's the only way you're gonna be able to push through stuff like this. And you gotta have a great team around you. I got my dad, both my brothers around me, Lawrence Smalls, and we just prepare well, even when we don't get the right sparring sometimes. And as you can see, I still look good when I fight. So it ain't about the sparring; it's about how you prepare yourself and how mentally and physically ready you are.
Okay. All right. So there's a prospect that everybody sees you fighting down the road, possibly Virgil Ortiz. Do you think that fight happens at 147 or possibly 154?
47, 54, it don't matter. Right? Like I said, I'm waiting on all comers. I take on whoever. They know how to contact me. It ain't hard. If they want to fight, we can make it happen.
Okay. Thanks, Boots. I appreciate it.
No problem.